I'm going to show you something that fixes the issue that is frustrating a lot of people with the Leapmotor C10. So let's unlock the vehicle and let's get inside. Now, what is the issue? The issue is that if you were listening to music when you left the car, you get back in the car and you have to put it on again. So let's try something. If I get in and sit in the seat, it starts playing. Now, I better pause this before I get any copyright strikes or anything. Do you want me to show you how you can do that as well? Right, it's in the automations, okay? So if we have a quick look at the screen, if I pop down here, and then we have a quick look at automate routines, you'll be able to see what I've done, and then you'll be able to figure out a way that you want it to work for yourself. So if I click on my over here, this is mine, it's just scenario 1. It's the only automation that I'm actually using. Played with a few others, but this is the one. If I click on here, oh, that's for delete. Oh, scenario 1. I click on here, it shows me condition, when someone is sat in the driver's seat, play the music, okay? And this works with Spotify, it works with whatever you were previously listening to. So if that was radio, if it was USB music, Bluetooth music, and then make sure that you don't toggle on the ask before auto running, and then it will just automatically play. And then you can of course test run, and it starts playing again, okay? I'm going to get copyright strikes. Well, maybe it's not. It's some Christmas music. Okay, if I go back into automations, let me run through an example so you can set it up however you want. How many times do you think I'm going to accidentally do that during this video? So if we go back over here, press on create scenario, and now we want to decide a condition, okay? So you could have it just when this screen starts up. You could have it date, time, based on various settings. For me, I put driver's seat when someone is seated in the driver's seat. You could also put when the driver's seat belt is plugged in, that it starts playing the music. Lots of other triggers. You could even have when the door is opened that it starts to play, or that it pauses as well. You could have that, because I know some people don't like the fact that the music continues to play afterwards. And so these are all of the triggering conditions. So let's say, for example, driver's seat belt when it's fastened, and then you could add another condition as well. So you could also put also the front passenger seatbelt also needs to be fastened. So both front seats need to have their seatbelts on, and then you could have that. For example, we want the player operation, and then we want it to play, and we want to press yes, and then we want to turn off ask before auto running, yes. And now once I press save, every time the front two seat belts are plugged in, the music will start playing. So what I want to actually do, so this is going to be my scenario 2, okay? Condition when the driver's seat, the driver's seat belt, when that is fastened, yes. And then the execution, what I want it to do is open Android Auto, okay? So we're going to go down here to application. We're going to click on open the app. And then you can have it open Spotify or radio or anything else you want, navigation. I'm going to have it go down here to auto kit, and I'm going to press yes. And then I can click on a test run, or I can just save it. And I'm going to make sure that ask before auto running is not enabled. And then when I click save, every time I fasten my seat belt, it's going to open up Android Auto on the screen for me, okay? Okay, we're going to go for a third scenario now. Create scenario, condition when the driver's seat is empty, and also when the front passenger seat is also empty. And so I know then that everyone is getting out the vehicle, everyone is exiting the vehicle. And then what I want it to do is we're going to go back down here to application. We're going to go play operation, and then I want it to pause the music, okay? Don't want it to ask, yes. So now anytime anyone in the front two seats leaves the vehicle, the music is gonna pause itself, okay? So we're gonna press save on that. Did that all make some sense to you? It shows the power of this infotainment system, whilst it can be a little bit fiddly, a bit finicky to get used to. There are automated routines that you can set up to your preference. Now, I've focused, I guess, on the media player, on playing music. That's something that I find annoying, and I've noticed that in the owners group, a lot of comments about it. So I hope this is helpful to you. Let me show you one more thing before we go, okay? Because you might find this very helpful with the heater and being able to automate the heating system so that you don't need to mess with it, okay? What I should have done is I should have brought in one of my temperature gauges from inside the home, because 19 degrees on the display here actually registers as 21 degrees on one of my thermometers that I use around the house. So if I click create scenario one more time, I'm just going to go condition, and what I'm going to do is put the inside temperature, okay? So if the inside temperature is less than, let's say 10 degrees. So when we step into the vehicle, it's less than 10 degrees when we get started. And we could put some other triggers, other conditions. I'm going to put on the execution, I'm going to put that we want the AC mode to be in heating. Click yes. And we can also have the AC temperature for the driver's seat. We're going to want that at 19. And the AC temperature for the front passenger seat, we're going to want that at 19. And as you can see, I wanted to show this so that you could understand you can put even more stuff. So vent mode, I want this to be up on the windows, yes. And then what do we want? Air volume level, we want that at a level 2. And then circulation mode, I want that to be on fresh air. And then what else do we want? Front defrosting, no. Fast cooling, off. AC mode, we've already done that. Eco mode on, yes. And as you can see, now I've set up that anytime the vehicle is less than 10 degrees inside, it's just going to set my heating as I like it. Okay. I'm going to save that as my scenario 4. What are the other things that you find frustrating or difficult? What else can we do? Let's actually do one to do with battery and charging. Let's set one up for that. So let's go right. Triggering condition. We want to go down. Okay. We want to go. No, not charging state. We want to go battery electric range, or do we want to go state of charge? Let's do that. So if it's less than 25% on the state of charge on the battery, let's click on yes. And then what I want it to do, execution, is let's go, oh, so we're going to go to open the app, and then what we're going to do is we're going to open up, we're going to have it open up the navigation, and that's just going to be a little prompt. Then it makes it very easy to be reminded you're at 25% battery, sat nav will come open, and you can tap on the button to see all your local chargers. So here's a quick example, and we tap on here, search in, shows me all of the chargers nearby. Very quick and easy. Right. We go back to automate routines. We don't want that to ask, we just want it automatic. Press save. Okay, I've got a whole load of scenarios going on here. Now, one thing that you might want to do is go up to scenario 1 and just rename it, okay? So let's just go music, play at start. Okay, oh, all right. So if I go back here now, save this. We've got music play, and then which one was this? This one, scenario 5 was the SOC. So we'll go over here and we'll go low SOC. Oh, that didn't quite work. Press yes. We're going to save that. Scenario 4, what was that one about? That was the heater defaults. So let's just put that as heater for now. Yes, press save. Okay, scenario 3, what was this? This was, oh, pause music. So let's just put this in, music, pause. Okay, yes. I'm going to hit save. And scenario 2 was Android Auto. Possibly Apple CarPlay for you other people. Okay, and press save. There we go. Okay, there's my screen of automations. In reality, the only one that I use a lot is the top left one, but I'll see how I go with these other ones. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this kind of content helpful, then like and subscribe, and perhaps share the video with other people who may be considering the Leapmotor C10. It's not the only stuff I do on my channel. I will be getting back to normal service, will be resuming, talk of solar panels, heat pumps, and oh, my go faster stripes are quite prominent on this camera in this light that I'm looking at. So if you enjoy the Leapmotor C10 content, give me a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. As always, you will see me again in the future. Goodbye.